We shut our air off, our heater off, we shut the water off, and we just don't use it because, we're trying to save some money.
I'm asked a lot about, how I feel about the future direction of the economy, and I'm worried.
It comes down to, like, if I need new tires for my car, where am I going to get them? I've had to start buying used tires instead of new tires.
It's not getting any easier, it's getting tougher.
When the wife went to the doctor's the other day, she needed some medicines. I said, well, we got to pay the electric bill and the gas bill before we can even get you, fixed up.
Rural economies generally are poorer.
On November 15, 2012, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency issued its final ruling on regional haze controls for the Apache Generating Station. If not reconsidered, the impact on the rural users of its power, residents, small businesses, farmers, ranchers, and thousands of families with incomes at or below the federal poverty level, will be devastating. Cheryl and Charles Winstrup are members of Mojave Electric Cooperative. They're typical of many families. She's been looking for a job for 2 years. Charles has part-time work driving a school bus. They're raising 2 college-age grandchildren and making hard choices, like cutting back on groceries, so they can buy the prescription medicines they have to have. The electric bill is watched closely, and when temperatures hit 118 degrees last summer, they had other hard choices to make.
In the summers, we run our swamp cooler as much as we can because we only have wall units for air conditioners and they're way costly to run.
For the Winstrups, any increase, especially one that seems unnecessary, hurts in more ways than one.
Making tough decisions like that hurts down deep in the heart.
In the opposite corner of Arizona, in areas served by Graham County Electric Co-op and Duncan Valley Electric Co-op, the economy has yet to begin any recovery, and the rural people living here don't have any hope things will improve anytime soon.
My prescriptions run about $400 a month, a little bit over maybe.
Apollonia Garcia, 85 years old, has been making those hard choices for a long time. On her fixed income, it's even more important to budget. She does so by paying her electric bill first, then her prescriptions, and only then the groceries.
Let's say I have the medication that I have to have. That's $400. The electricity would be $600. And then other things that need to be bought. So that would put me kind of in a bind.
Things will likely get much worse before they get better.
Dr. Robert Carrera is a professor of economics who directs the Center for Economic Research for Cochise College. He knows rural economies well. He's also a member of Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Co-op, who's been closely watching the developments with the Apache Generating Station.
If there is widespread increase in the utility rates of the folks who live here, then they're going to have to cut back on other spending.
He says rate hikes will be a double whammy for a state with widespread defense spending cuts on the horizon.
As people's utility rates go up, then they have less money to spend in other things in the economy. So they spend less money. Now all of the businesses that they would be spending money at now have lower levels of income. So they end up having to lay off workers and stuff. Now those people who have been laid off, the money that they would spend in other businesses, so it really does ripple throughout the economy.
It's not really getting any better.
Barbara Houston's had to lay off half her salon staff. Her utility bill is the highest one she has. She can't cut back on electricity. A rate hike resulting from the regional haze rules could shut her down. She's already struggling, trying to figure out how to handle it.
I might have to shut down half of the salon, and that's something that we've been going over and trying to figure out how to avoid that. But if I close that down, I'm probably going to lose another employee.
The impact of the regional haze ruling on Apache will be felt far beyond southeastern or northwestern Arizona. Farmer Ed Wall, who hoped to expand and create up to 10 jobs by building a small winery, has put everything on hold.
We are kind of just getting by here, and we would like to expand our vineyards and put in a winery, but if we had a substantial increase in the cost of electricity, that means it costs us a lot more money to get water out of the ground, and it just may derail our plans to expand.
A third of the working families in the electric co-op service territories that receive power from the Apache generating station live day to day. Incomes at or below the federal poverty level. Hundreds of established jobs at the Apache station fuel local economies. Hundreds of small businesses and thousands of other jobs in the industries that support the plant and the communities that survive because of its low-cost power are in jeopardy. The Apache generating station's mission to provide safe, reliable, and affordable power is in danger, and in the end, the ruling that's made it so will make no discernible difference to anyone except the rural people who rely on the power it provides. People like Wade Alger, who already makes decisions between buying more groceries or the oxygen bottles his disabled wife needs to survive.
It just always seems that it's people like us that get hit the hardest by everything.